Hi guys, this is Dee. I am here tonight just to make a really chill little relaxed video. I want to show you guys something that I've had for a while, but I don't know why it never crossed my mind to show you because it's quite a common issue. So first to give you some backstory, I have a condition called sinus tachycardia. So it means my heart stays in normal rhythm, but sometimes it goes way too fast, much faster than it should go. So like you when you're exercising might hit 120, and me when I'm resting might hit 150 at a resting heart rate. So when that's happening to me, I take a heart medication, slow my heart down, all is good. But that fast heart rate does put me at risk for another condition called atrial fibrillation. So a quick anatomy lesson here is that our heart has 4 chambers. The top 2 are atria, the bottom 2 are called ventricles. So when the bottom 2 aren't functioning right and they're shaking and they're jello-y and not pumping blood, that's called ventricular fibrillation. That's very uncommon, and that can turn into a deadly heart rhythm. But atrial fibrillation is the same sort of thing. Your atria aren't pumping blood properly. They're either palpitating and beating out of rhythm, or the electric energy, the shock that makes our heart beat, it goes from top to bottom. Atrial fibrillation is when it isn't going from top to bottom. It's starting, electricity is shooting from different places in the heart. So the atria are kind of in a quivering motion. They're not quite sure what they're doing, and they're not beating in the proper rhythm as they usually do. So this is quite a common condition. There's treatments for it. If you have it and you're symptomatic and you feel it, sometimes you'll feel heart palpitations or a tightness or discomfort in your chest, not a tightness so much, but discomfort, or lightheadedness, dizziness, fainting, that falling down, that's a big one people will have. Any of these things are reasons to go to your emerge and get your heart checked. But there are devices now that help us find out if that's exactly what it is that's going on. So the first one is I have an Apple Watch. So I mean, it's not necessary to, it was quite expensive. It was like $400 or $500. It does warn me. It will tell me before I feel my heart going fast. The alarm will go off and it will say you're going into a tachycardia heart rate, and then within a minute I'll feel my heart start racing. And it'll tell me to beware of AFib. And then if I go into AFib, my heart alarm will go off on my watch saying atrial fibrillation detected. So I know I need to take my medicine, and that's what's going on with me. But there's also another device out there, and it's about $500, $400 cheaper, and that was a year ago. I bought one for a friend of mine who also has AFib. If you've ever had it once, you're much more likely to have it again. If you have any heart conditions or cardiac history, you're likely to have AFib sometimes, and it does need to be addressed. Sometimes you will come in and out of AFib on your own, but more than likely you need a little help, and there's treatments for it. There's an IV drip that can be used. There's a medication, adenosine triphosphate, that works for it as well. You can be shocked if you're having severe symptoms where they put you to sleep for about 60 seconds. And they'll give you a quick shock and shock your heart back into sinus rhythm. And all sinus rhythm means is that electricity is coming from the top to bottom as it should, and the atria and the ventricles are beating as they should in order. So that cardioversion will shock it back into that proper rhythm. The risk with AFib, the reason you don't want to be sitting with AFib is it's not that it's so dangerous on its own, but when your atria aren't beating the way they should be, you can get blood clots. And once your heart starts building blood clots and starts throwing them, then you start running into trouble, because blood clots, of course, as we know, cause strokes. They would cause pulmonary embolisms in your lungs. They can do all sorts of funky, horrible things that we really don't want to have anything to do with. So we want to diagnose atrial fibrillation and treat it as quickly as possible. So this is the device I came on here to show you guys. It's called a Kardia Mobile, and it is a 1-lead EKG. It comes with a holder and a 3M sticker on the back, and you can put it on the back of a wallet, a phone, a credit card, anything. And then the actual ECG or EKG slips right into the holder like this. So I can't show you how it works right now because it works with my phone, and I don't want it to turn the recording off. So I'm not going to do it, but all I would do is rest it, put my 2 fingers on it, and it counts down. I think literally it's like 40 or 50 seconds. and it will tell me if I'm in a normal sinus heart rhythm, or if I have an abnormal rhythm. It can tell me if I have a bradycardia, which is slow rhythm, a tachycardia, which is a quick rhythm, or an atrial fibrillation, which is a dangerous rhythm where you need to be seen in the hospital and be treated right away. It does give you the option of recording all of your EKGs that you take, so you can show it to your family doctor when you have a visit if you have concerns about your heart, or your cardiologist if you do have a cardiac history and you see a cardiologist. You can also send these EKGs digitally through your phone to your doctor immediately. Like, that's very convenient and it's accurate. So I've had a notification of AFib on my watch, and then I've checked with my Kardia mobile and they read exactly the same. There's been times when I've felt like I'm going into AFib and my watch tells me I'm not, and I've checked with the Kardia mobile and it also confirms that I'm not. So a watch does work, an Apple Watch, but it isn't necessary because this device is quite accurate. I've never seen it be wrong. And it is an excellent idea for Christmas, for a gift for somebody. If you have an elderly person in your family, an older person, they're at risk for this as well. It might be something useful to get them. It is under $100. It was $100 under 100 when I bought it a year ago, and it certainly will be even less than that now. I see it on Amazon. I see it on commercials. You can get it probably anywhere. It's Kardia, spelled with a K, K-A-R-D-I-A, mobile. And it just says single lead EKG, and it's by AliveCor. So I'm sure there's other brands, but I can only attest to this one, and I can tell you that it's accurate and it works. And it's an excellent tool or device for someone to have. So if you have someone who's had AFib before, like I told you, they're more than likely to get it again. This is an excellent gift for them, because if they feel like they're fibbing, then they can check. And if you have someone that's feeling heart palpitations, this is an excellent gift, because they can check it and see if those heart palpitations are just palpitations that are harmless, or if they're actually atrial fibrillation. So this is an excellent idea for someone, or for yourself if you're concerned. Oh, it says it checks it in 30 seconds. The EKG is only 30 seconds long. It's amazing. It really does work. It also gives me my heart rate and rhythm. It's fantastic. It's one of the best things I have. One of my best purchases ever. My watch was one of my best. There's a few things in my life that I've really valued purchasing, and my watch is one. This was one of them. Like, it really is useful. And again, this just snaps into the holder. I have it glued to the back of my phone, my holder, so I can't show you. It just, but I think it'd be really smart to stick it on the back of a credit card, like an old card that you don't use, and stick it in your wallet. And you can just pull it out and flip it over, and there you go. You can just do your EKG. I think that's a smart idea. And you can switch wallets and everything, and that card can go with you. I stuck it to a phone case. Might not have been the best idea, because I might want to change my phone case and I'll have to restick it. But again, I'll just use some 3M tape or Velcro and stick it on that way, the holder. But anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to share with you. I've had it for about a year, and it is absolutely accurate. I've never had any battery issues. You don't change the battery or charge it. It just stays. It works. And it's called, again, Kardia Mobile. And you just download the app in the App Store or on Google Play, and you can use this. And it works. It tells you. It'll tell you if you need to get your butt to the hospital and get your cardiac rhythm back into a normal rhythm. And if you're in trouble, or if you're having dizzy spells, definitely something you want to check. Make sure you're not having AFib, because that's a big cause of dizzy spells and lightheadedness. So anyways, that's all I wanted to share with you guys tonight. And it's kind of a chill video. I've got like my tea and my water going, like it's kind of relaxed, but I just wanted to have a quick chat about that and show you guys this. I don't know why I haven't showed you before, because it is important, and cardiac health is super important. And there's so many things we can do now to monitor it and make sure that we're well and healthy. So this is one of them. So just wanted to point it out, and I hope everybody has a lovely evening. I hope this has been helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe, guys, and give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. Thanks so much. See you soon.